Welcome in, everybody. Fuller's Corner Podcast. I am Kendrick.
Hey, y'all. It's Kia.
This is the Fuller's Corner Podcast where we give experience, not advice. The best advice comes from experience.
There we go.
That's when you know you ain't been in the lab like you should be.
Look, you tell on yourself.
Y'all forgive me if I'm a little ashy, fresh out the shower. I forgot to, put my berries and juices and oils on. So I might be matching my shirt right now.
Let's hope not. We should have checked that before we got in here.
Yeah. But it's all good. We're in here anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got a hot topic today. I was watching the Earn Your Leisure Market Monday. For those of you that don't know, these guys are financial literacy guys. They're really, really, really impactful and helpful when it comes to financial literacy and getting your future brighter when it comes to leaving a financial legacy for your family. And I watch them pretty much almost every Monday. I know you've seen me watching them from time to time in our bedroom. And like I said, they're very informative. However, this is not anything negative. It was one thing that they talked about today that I really feel like is so much deeper than the time that they were able to give to it. And that particular subject is the amount of sacrifice and the amount of time that we lose or don't lose when it comes to our families, our loved ones, our significant others, when it comes to chasing our dreams and our goals. One of the guys' his name is Troy, and he was explaining how he had his son's first touchdown sent to him. I don't know how old his son is, but he had his son's first touchdown was sent to him because he was away for business. And, it struck me because our son is playing his first year of football. He's in the 7th grade, so he's a late bloomer, late starter, and he's really, really good. And we've got to watch all 3 or 4 of his touchdowns. They only played 4 games.
Yep.
And he's doing incredible. And when you really, really think about it, it's just crazy how, yes, we do have to sacrifice. We do have to sometimes miss a lot of things, but man, like those moments to me, they're priceless. Yeah. However, if I do get stuck at work for some strange, odd reason, like I did the other day, I missed his 3rd game, and the wife had to record everything, and she sent it to me, and it sucked kinda. But after I saw his first one, it was just kind of like, I saw the first one.
Yeah.
What do you feel about time versus building a legacy when it comes to life?
There has to be a balance. Yes, it may not be easy, but I mean, it has to be a balance. And then I feel like if it's 2 parents in the home, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yes.
Because one of us has always been able to be there.
Yes.
So that has to be a factor. Like if both of y'all, we can't both be just grinding hard at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we can't both miss what's going on. Because that's not fair to the kids, in my opinion.
Well, and I get it. I definitely get it. However, we live in a new day and age to where there's no, there's no designated jobs when it comes to being a family person, being a husband, being a wife, being a father, mother. However, it's funny you bring up balance because that's why they initially brought up this subject. The other gentleman that works on their podcast or is the owner of Earn Your Leisure, his name is Rashid, if I'm not mistaken. Rashid. And he brought it up because of the illusion, if you will. Like, you're completely right. Don't get me wrong. You definitely need a balance, but do we ever actually get it? No. It's almost like comparing Okay, like, do you know how many times you did the dishes this week?
No.
Me neither. I know we did them this past week, and our
Yeah.
kids, they worthless. They ain't did them probably once. We trying, y'all.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's funny how we even say that because it's mathematically impossible. If you wash the dishes daily, it's mathematically impossible for us to do them an even amount of times if we did it once in a day.
Now, of course, there's not going to be a perfect balance.
Yeah,
I mean, because that just, nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be.
But balance is that.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, but balance as
you
much
either
as
imbalance or you balance.
Balance as much as you possibly can be. I mean, in life, there's not going to be a complete balance. There's not.
No.
But it can't be just, completely off is what I'm saying.
Way lopsided. I feel
like, and even for us, as far as our jobs go, for the most part, I've had jobs to where I'm able to do more as far as like picking them up, dropping them off at school, stuff like that. Like the little stuff, like it's always been one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you got to go out there and get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like this, we're able to do this at home. So we're not far from them. Like we've been able to do what we got to do with them and then come in here and do what we need to do.
Yeah.
Now, of course, everybody doesn't have that. I mean, we still got our 9 to 5s, but then we got this on the side. But
yeah,
I think, especially when your kids is little, once they get older, okay. Like if you just really want to be out there, work is your main focus, fine. But when your kids is little, that just ain't.
Yeah.
For me, that's not it.
Back to the dishwashing analogy. There's only 7 days in a week. If it's 2 of us, that's what I mean by it being mathematically impossible to have balance with something like
everything,
that.
Yeah.
And I use that as an example because that's pretty much everything in life. It's literally impossible to really truly have balance. But like you said, you do the most that you can to get to that point as much as you can. However, sometimes it means that, mommy got to be away for 3 months. She's chasing something she got going on. Daddy got to be away for 6 months. He chasing something he got going. This generation is so much different. We have so much assistance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got virtual assistants. We got nannies is crazy. You can get on care.com, get tutors, get nannies, get, let alone your family helping you out with things. Our generation has a lot of access to things that our forefathers and our parents and stuff like that didn't have.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, it's possible. We see it every day. We see successful husband and wives doing their thing. However, it comes with a lot more sacrifice than what our parents dealt with. But at the same time, too, when you think about it, think about your mom, from time to time, having to, do her thing and having to do it on her own sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, because we've had that conversation. Like, she missed out on seeing us a lot because, I mean, it was times where she was working more than one job.
Absolutely.
It was just, she had to sacrifice being at home more because she had no choice but to be out there just working and getting it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice but to put one over the other.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, if you have, like I said, you got a 2-parent household, y'all both got dreams, okay, you go out there, you hustle, you do what you got to do. Once you reach a certain level, then it's my turn.
Absolutely. And I'm funny we brought that up because, with single moms out there, single dads, there's no right way to sacrifice. No. Sacrifice is sacrifice. Whether you're sacrificing because you don't have the help and you have to work the extra 2 jobs, you have to do extra because you don't have the help, you still have to sacrifice. Whether you're sacrificing because you do have dreams, you're going to school, you're doing this, you're doing that, you got this going, you got that going. you still gonna sacrifice. Sacrifice doesn't have a label on it like, oh, this is bad sacrifice, this is good sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
Sacrifice is sacrifice. And
Yep.
you know, our kids have been very, very fortunate that we have been there, probably at least one of us, for we gotta be in the 90th percentile.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because even with his baseball tournaments.
Mhm.
So our son, this is his first year, 7th grade, playing football, but he's been playing baseball. So there was
Absolutely.
a time where I had to work sometimes on Saturdays. So I didn't get to make every tournament. But you know who was there? His daddy.
Yeah.
And vice versa. If it came down, it would work out that way. If he ended up having to work, I was off. Like somebody
Yep.
is always there.
When I first started the job that I'm at now, I had just first started, and they had that state tournament, and it's in Dallas every year, and it's a week long. And she had the vacation time. I had just started. I honestly could have taken the week, no problem. I really could have. But at the same time, we had just bought the house. You know, I burned so many bridges, just to be completely transparent with y'all. I burned so many bridges when it come to jobs in my past that I have kind of like
A hard time.
Well, I shouldn't say a hard. I have a issue with me taking days off now. Not that I was that guy that used to call in all the time, but I had a lot of jobs and I quit a lot of jobs. So consistency as me you know, in my 30s and all that kind of stuff now is very, very, very important to me. So when I started my job that I have now, been there almost 3 years, and you know, it was super important to me that I proved to myself that, for one, this is important. You know, I chose to put in my mind, you need to sacrifice something because you just got blessed with something that you didn't even know you were going to get blessed with. So yeah, you ain't going to get to make your son's tournament for that week, but guess what? There'll be more tournaments. You providing right now is more important than this tournament right now. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the small sacrifices that I had to make. You know, Kia has made plenty of sacrifices. You know, life boils down to that, guys, and you can't get around it.
Yep. Look, the first, I don't even know how many years Kieran was born, I was working at a daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Was that my dream job? Nope. But
it was a big help for us.
It was a big help. Now he did not go to daycare for a good while because thank God my granny took care of him. But that wasn't what our plan was initially. Initially the plan was, I'm gonna work at this daycare. He gonna be here with me, and that's what we gonna do. Eventually he started going because he got older. He got to be too much. So I had free daycare and I was making money at the same time. Yep. So I mean, that was a sacrifice. Did I absolutely love my job? No, but it paid the bills. My child had free child care, and I got to still be with him all day. So, I mean, it worked.
Yeah, not to mention, man, child care, I heard some stuff. Granted, y'all, we ain't had babies in, what is Cassidy, 9? She's about to be 10. We ain't had an actual baby, and we got big kids. Like, they kind of taller like me, so they didn't stay babies for a long time. We ain't had babies for at least 8 years now. So I heard about childcare now. Like, some people be paying in excess of $1,200 to $2,500 a month.
It's crazy.
For childcare. Childcare is crazy. That's a whole nother mortgage, investment property, something. But anyway.
And then with our daughter, same thing. I had left the daycare and went back. When she came around, same scenario, free childcare. I'm still working and making money.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we lucked out.
Definitely lucked out.
I mean, yes, granted, back then it was a little bit cheaper, but still, it still wasn't cheap.
No, I think at that time it was like, if I'm not mistaken, it was like $175 a week. I'm thinking
something like that. Yeah,
that was at that time. I don't know how much it is now, but I know it ain't cheap. I know it ain't cheap, but yeah, man, sacrifice is, like I said, there's no good, there's no bad. Sacrifice is just gonna be sacrifice. We all gonna have to do it.
I seen this
It's
post.
detrimental.
Sorry,
No, go ahead.
but it said regardless of where you are in life, things are gonna be hard. So you have to pick your hard.
Yes,
You got to pick your hard. Either it's gonna be hard to.
I agree with that.
Be grinding for your dreams, or it's gonna be hard to not be close around your family. It's gonna be hard to be with your family all the time and not strive to meet your goals and your dreams. Like something is gonna be hard. You're gonna have to sacrifice somewhere. So you just have to pick your heart, pick your sacrifice. It's gonna be something forever. So you gotta pick one.
I think that's gonna be our call into. I feel like we're gonna end up writing a book. We need to hit up a Chat GBT or something and get our AI book going. How to survive as young parents.
Man,
oh, that's got a ring to it. But you're absolutely right. You do have to pick your heart. The fact that you can pick your heart is a luxury, believe it or not.
Yep.
But
you ain't forced into something, because that's one thing we have now. That's a luxury. Like in 2023, you get to pick, you get to choose which way you gonna go.
Absolutely. And one thing that I want to hit on today is, with all this being said about sacrifice, I want to correlate something real quick. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about people saying that you shouldn't try to master too many things at once, but I want y'all to really think about this, okay? Say, for instance, I'm going to just use myself for example. Husband, father, teacher, because being a father and teaching is two different things. For you that don't know, I'm going to learn you something, okay? Teacher, worker, entrepreneur. I'm currently in schooling for something. I'll reveal that later on. So that's just 6 things off the rip. Never mind actually pushing your kids at something, because that's a whole nother job.
Whole nother job.
Okay. So, and yeah, I know that falls under the parenting umbrella, but we got a lot of parents out here who are just there. You basically just guardians. You just there.
Yeah.
But I just named off 6 or 7 hats right there that I have to wear. So the fact that, and I get it, business and life is 2 different things. However, they're really not, because everything is about relationships. And one thing I will say, yes, maybe in business, you probably need to stick to one thing or one niche, whatever. But in this game we call life, you're going to wear many hats, and there's no way around it. And this all ties into each other, because guess what? You're going to have to sacrifice this at one time, that at one time. You're going to have to, you can't miss too many games to where you just ain't seeing none of your son. You're going to have to miss some of them $1 million business deals or whatever, what have you. I follow this dude. He FaceTimes his son every day, because they live in 2 different places, which I completely understand. I get it. But, you know, he has to fly, like he flew in to see his son go to school the other day when school started. This was a couple months ago or whatever. And that's suitable for him. Now, for me, I got to make some changes. I got to be a little closer to my kid.
Yeah.
That's what he chooses to sacrifice. Me, that's a little bit too steep of a price for me. You know what I'm saying? But we all know.
And see, everybody's priorities are going to be different. Not
Absolutely.
to say that man's
that
child
his
isn't his priority, or that they're wrong,
Yeah.
but his priorities just are going to be different from, let's say, what yours are or what mine are.
Absolutely.
You know? So, I mean, do what works for you, but still, especially when there's kids involved, think about them more than you thinking about yourself, because you only get to see them grow up once.
Absolutely.
So you can't go back.
Nope.
At all. Especially when I feel like as a father and a son, it's a lot you need to be there for. That you probably gonna wish you was there for once he's older and y'all don't have, things ain't where they could be. But that's probably a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Absolutely.
But just be smart when you picking your struggles or your hard pick, just
prioritize.
Yeah.
Start with 5 stars and go all the way down to a half a star. To me, to us, our relationship, our marriage, our kids, that's 5.5 stars. You know what I mean? Our careers, well, I'd say just our family in general. 5, God, family in general. That's 5.5 stars. That's at the top. Right up under there, it's our careers, it's our legacy, it's what we're gonna leave, what we're gonna have on this earth, and what we're gonna leave on this earth. That's next. Anything else is probably gonna be 3 stars or below. It's very important, but you have to go in a certain order. Whatever your order is, you need to get that in line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make a.
You can only stretch yourself so far.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. And some people, man, you just gotta ask yourself, like, you can't take this stuff with you. Ask yourself, when was the last time I went on a date? When was the last time I just took my son out or my daughter out, whatever, whoever, and we just went and got some ice cream. We just chill. Like some people just go. And that's cool and all, but man, dude, like you just said,
is it worth it?
You're gonna look up and your kid's gonna be walking that stage or you know what I mean? Like,
is it worth it? Is it worth it now and is it gonna be worth it later? Like that's really what you gotta ask yourself. Like, yes, you're gonna sacrifice, yes, you're gonna have your struggles, but is it gonna be worth it?
And this is what I would say. Don't spend more time. Get more quality. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, I don't care if it's 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Get more quality out of the day. I don't care if it's about grabbing your son, grabbing your daughter, telling them, hey, like, you are really amazing. Like, you are, man, like, I'm impressed. Like, you are so far ahead of me in life than I ever was at this time. You know what I'm saying? Just more quality moments. I don't even want to put a time limit on it because I don't want to say, oh, you don't spend enough time, this, and this. You may be a busy person, whatever, but. And
then as your kids get older, like our son, 13, he not down for spending a whole 2-3 hours just kicking it with us. Yeah. He doesn't care to do that. So with him, it's easy that quality, them quality moments, you gonna get a good 20 minutes and he gonna be like, all right, I'm out. So make the most of that 20 minutes because he really don't care so when they get older, it gets easier because they don't want to be around you anyway.
That's a fact. And when they get older, when they up out your house, then they'll be coming with the real questions like, damn, Dad, how you and Mom do this? How did y'all?
Man.
And then that's when we gonna be in that, how those older people, they're just so short.
Yeah.
They give you them real short answers like, oh, you just gotta maintain.
Yeah.
You just gotta like, no, give me the real answer. You know what I mean? But
because this is really another topic for another day. You don't know parenting until you're parenting.
Absolutely.
Like before you have kids, you have these views on how your parents were parenting you, but not until you have kids do you be like, dang.
Yep.
This is what that was like.
Yeah.
This is what was really going on behind the door that I didn't know about. It's like
the best analogy to this day is the wiping your butt one. I wiped your butt. Guess what? Somebody wiped my butt. And hell, hopefully we live long enough that our kids will get to wipe our butts. I'm sure, hey, with all this virtual assistant stuff and paying people to do stuff, I'm sure they'll have somebody. Hopefully, we just in the house.
Right.
You know, but nah.
Not till that shoe is on the other foot. Do you know?
Absolutely.
What it really is.
Sacrifice, man. Sacrifice. It's detrimental. We can't get nowhere without it. Sacrifice is crucial, guys. It's crucial. Crucial.
Yeah. Because look, the way I knew my mama sacrificed when we was growing up, but not until I became an adult.
Yes.
And I was making some of them sacrifices that I know, like, dang, like,
yeah,
that was some
truly,
stuff.
We're truly blessed, y'all. We are truly blessed. We are truly highly favored.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's up to us, like I said, to prioritize what is important. I know for me, you know, when we get a lot more means than what we have, we are doing great in life, but we can always do better.
Yeah.
But when we do get there, you know, to have more means and stuff like that, I definitely am going to keep in the back of my head that, you know, I can't, you know, use my money to get more time in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to sacrifice some money to get those moments, like certain stuff, like seeing my son graduate, man. I don't really care what's going on. Seeing our daughter graduate, I don't really care what's going on at that time. Like I said, if it's $1 million deal going on, it's just going to have to wait.
Yeah.
But a lot of other things with our kids, that's just going to have to wait because, you know, we got to build a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
In order for your kids to eat, you got to put in that work. You know what I mean? It don't mean that you won't ever get to a place to where you're comfortable and where you can just relax a little bit, but man, you gotta put in that work. You know what I mean? You gotta put in that work, and you should want to put in that work. You know, who would want to sit up all day and know that they just got money coming in? I mean, I know a lot of people would probably would, but that's just not the kind of dude I am, man. I like to work and get what I like to earn, you know, what's coming my way. You know what I'm saying?
And then you showing your kids that.
Absolutely. I don't want no lazy butts, you know, waiting on a handout.
Look, they watching you when you don't even think they watching you.
Absolutely.
Always.
I always, especially being that our kids having much better than we did, I never hesitate to tell them how good they got it.
Man.
I tell them all the time, like, man, y'all go in the cabinet and there's food in there. Not that my parents starved us or anything, but the food was light.
But they got options.
Absolutely.
They go
y'all
in the
got
kitchen,
options.
they have options.
Man, like y'all just don't know, bro. Y'all don't know the struggle. Y'all don't know the struggle of going in that cabinet and grabbing that snack cake box and your brother done left it in there.
But yeah, you got one box open at a time. Let my mama come in that kitchen and it's 3 boxes of cereal and they all open. Oh no. Ain't no more cereal getting bought.
Yeah, man. It's tough times, man. It was tough times.
Golly.
I don't. It's like I let them know that you have it good, but at the same time, you know, you want them to elevate even more once they become adults. You know what I'm saying? So
you always want your kids to be better than you and better than what you.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man, it's man, we could go on and on and on about this because
for real.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's all about the balance, but you'll never really get like what they say, work-life balance. Like that's
because you got 7 days in a week. You got 24 hours in a day. Mm-hmm. You at work for 8 of those hours, maybe 9. Some longer than that.
Yeah. You
supposed to sleep for at least 8 hours. Look, I'm gonna get my 8. Some people don't require 8 hours of sleep. I do. Mm-hmm. So there's your 8 hours of sleep. There's your 8 hours at work. That's 16 hours right there.
Yeah. Yep. For 5 days.
For 5 days. But even then, when you got the weekends, You got baseball games. You got football games. You
Oh, yeah.
still don't have.
So you supposed to sleep. It's 168 hours in a week. You're supposed to sleep 56 hours a week. So that leaves you with 112. Let's say you work 40, which, most people work more than that.
Yeah.
Especially
But you doing at least 40.
So you left with 72 hours. But this is definitely another topic for another day because, like I said, prioritize. 72 hours left. You should be able to make something shake with that. 72 hours. Not 72 hours. I'm tripping. Wait. Yeah. 72 hours. I'm tripping. So you basically have what is that? You have 3 days literally to get all that stuff in order. You know what I'm saying? Get all that stuff in order. Create the time necessary. If you're a religious person, going to church, making time for God, the games, the thises, the that's. You got 3 full days. So, but guess what? Even with them 3 full days, you still not going to reach complete balance.
No.
The idea is to get as close as possible.
Yeah, because, you got kids. You want to spend time with your spouse. You want to spend time with your mama, your daddy, your sister. Your friends. It's just, we know. Because it's a struggle. But, again.
We've been doing it for 14 years now, basically.
Prioritize your struggles. That's what you got to do.
14 years and I'll be 33 this week. So.
Grandpa.
Yeah,
I get to call him old for 2 months because his birthday's October, mine December.
Yep. 2 months.
I get to call him old for 2 months.
And I get to tell her respect her elders for the rest of life.
And we know how that's going.
Yeah, she's respecting her elder. Yeah, that's how it's going.
Y'all don't believe that.
What you said.
Y'all don't believe that.
As you should.
Anyway.
But yeah, man. I'm loving it. This is a good episode. I like this discussion. I love this discussion. This discussion will never, ever, 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 ever die.
Oh no. Because it's going to always be an issue or
yeah. This will be relevant for the end of time. Till the end of time.
Yeah. Plus some.
Oh, man. To all my people out there chasing something, man, my heart goes out to you because it is not easy. All I can say is if you are out there chasing stuff, try to do as much as you can while your kids are super young. You know what I'm saying? But we live in a stupid generation where people just want to take their kids to Disney World and stuff in Disneyland when they 1
2 and
1/2.
3.
We live in a stupid era, you know what I mean? No disrespect to nobody, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But come on, guys, use your common sense.
That's people that they want to go. They just using their kids as an excuse. They want to go.
Granted, if you got 10 grand to just blow, 10, 15 grand blow, be my guest. But at least wait until the kid can actually remember what's going on, man. Come on, man.
Because then you got to turn around and go back when they get older.
Absolutely. You just spending money. Look, you could have caught a few plays.
Or you may have some special kids like us who are 9 and 13, and we asked them if they wanted to go to Disney World, and they said no.
Special.
Now,
we got some wonderful kids.
I'm just saying, what child, but whatever, that's fine. We ain't got to go.
Yeah, what you said.
Shoot. But yeah, y'all have a great night, a great week.
Absolutely. Like and subscribe, please. Put your bell notifications on for every time that we drop. Please share.
Share it.
Please share. We really enjoy the love and the views, and we ain't out here trying to, perpetrate or nothing like that. We just trying to put a good word out. You know what I'm saying? Keep the good vibes going. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just, have conversations with good people, and create a good, healthy environment for this world, especially on this dirty, 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 dirty internet. We all know we need some cleaning up.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? So we providing clean vibes over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No foolishness.
Yeah, no foolishness. Try to stay away from the gossiping and talking about other folks. And you know what I mean? Don't we all got enough problems of our own?
Man, without worried about somebody else's.
Man.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And it's gonna chase you anyway. Other people's problems gonna chase you anyway. So why would you go run towards them? You know what I mean?
Make that make sense.
Have y'all be letting celebrities' problems affect y'all life? Like, what do that got to do with you?
Oh, look, that's a whole nother topic.
I miss talking about the sports, but that sports though. I mean, even if it did make me money, still, I'm sitting there talking about other grown men sweating and clawing and making millions of dollars that I ain't finna get. You know what I mean?
And I still don't understand why athletes make so much. Now that's beyond me.
Oh yeah, but guess what? You only worth what they gonna pay you. So always keep that in mind.
Look.
So if anybody want to put us on Fox, Disney, whoever out there, y'all want to pay us in excess of $10 million,
man.
Hey, be our guest.
Look, we'll
we right
take
here.
it.
You know what I'm saying? What Boo say? We out here. All the way to dummy. All the way 100.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? But yeah. Fullest Corner Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We give experiences, not advice. The best advice comes from experience. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the week.
Yes. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Be safe.